The most famous moment in boxing history lasted only a few seconds. A shocked crowd, a confused referee, and a heavyweight champion screaming in pain. Mike Tyson had just bitten Evander Holyfield's ear. The world watched in disbelief. Commentators couldn't believe what they had seen. Fans were stunned, and in that instant, one of boxing's greatest rivalries became immortal. But the real story didn't begin with the bite. It began years earlier, long before controversy, long before chaos, long before millions of people around the world witnessed one of the strangest moments ever seen inside a boxing ring. At the center of it all were two very different champions. Mike Tyson was boxing's ultimate destroyer. Fast, explosive, terrifying. At his peak, opponents often looked defeated before the opening bell even rang. Then there was Evander Holyfield, a fighter who built his reputation on discipline, determination, and an almost unbelievable willingness to walk through punishment. Where Tyson relied on fear, Holyfield relied on belief. And that difference would define everything. As Tyson conquered the heavyweight division, Holyfield was building his own legacy. Many fans dreamed about a fight between them. Two champions, two styles, two completely different mentalities. But boxing had other plans. Years passed, careers changed. Tyson suffered setbacks. Holyfield kept climbing, and when they finally met, the circumstances were far different than anyone had imagined. By 1996, Tyson had reclaimed a heavyweight title and was once again one of the biggest names in sports. Many believed the old Tyson was back. Many believed Holyfield was finished. Older, slower, past his best years. The betting odds reflected that belief. Most experts expected Tyson to overwhelm him, but Holyfield saw something others didn't. He saw opportunity. From the opening moments of their first fight, Holyfield refused to back down. He met Tyson's aggression with his own. Every exchange became a battle. Every clinch became a war. And for perhaps the first time in years, Tyson found himself facing a man who simply would not be intimidated. The crowd watched as Holyfield absorbed pressure and fired back. Round after round, the momentum shifted. The impossible was becoming reality. Then came the finish. Holyfield unleashed a furious attack. The referee stepped in, and Mike Tyson had been stopped. The boxing world was stunned. Holyfield had done what many believed couldn't be done. He defeated the most feared fighter of his generation. But the story wasn't over. Not even close. Tyson demanded another chance. The rematch was announced, and anticipation exploded. The second fight became one of the most anticipated events in boxing history. Fans expected violence. They expected revenge. They expected a war. What they got was something nobody could have predicted. The fight started with tension from the opening bell. Tyson came forward aggressively. Holyfield stood his ground. The exchanges grew increasingly physical. Heads collided. Tempers rose. Frustration began to build. And then the moment happened. The moment that would live forever. During a clinch, Tyson leaned forward and bit Holyfield's ear. The crowd erupted. Confusion spread throughout the arena. Officials struggled to restore order. Moments later, Tyson bit him again. This time, there was no doubt. The fight was over. Tyson was disqualified. Holyfield was declared the winner. And one of the most bizarre endings in sports history was complete. For Tyson, it became one of the defining moments of his career. For Holyfield, it was proof of his toughness and resilience. And for boxing, it became a moment that would never be forgotten. Years later, fans still debate the rivalry. They discuss the first fight. They analyze the rematch. They revisit the controversy